Hello friends and welcome back for episode 14 of our Terraria 1.2 Let's Play. I have a few things that I kind of want to point out. You might be able to pick up on one of them if you look real carefully at the screen. So, I did make that meteorite armor. Made the whole set, in fact, and it's going to be real good, I suppose. I mean, it's much nicer for defense. The thing that I wanted also, though, was that meteorite ham axe, so I could actually take 2 slots up here and turn them into 1. I guess not too big of a deal, but I ended up being 2 meteorite bars shy, I believe, of that. So I guess later on we'll go ahead and fix that, or maybe we won't, I don't know. We'll probably pass that tier of upgrade anyway after not too long. So that's one thing out of the way. We've got much better armor. We're going to be doing a little bit more exploration. I also want to point out, I did finally put this glass bottle on top of the workstation. That's pretty cool, I guess. One less thing to do. I've also rearranged a couple things in my inventory. I now have a piggy bank that I'll carry around with me. That way next time I run out of inventory slots, I'm going to go ahead and drop that on the ground, put stuff in there, use it like a transporter device to send it back to my lovely little house, because then I'll have all these slots to add. As well as I can also cache some of my extra money if that turns out to be an issue. I went ahead and put away all the extra blocks and stuff that I accumulated from the last episode. And my objective today is, number one, I want to build a sawmill so I can finally build a freaking bed. Because it's been this many episodes and I still don't have a place to sleep. I keep spawning over there on the left somewhere. After I do that, we're going to go ahead and explore the rest of the map to the right. Up to the borderline here, find the other ocean, and see if we can discover anything cool in that direction. And then I suppose the episode after this, we will do a little bit more of the, spring cleaning, exploring out all of the rest of these zones. And I kind of wanted to look for specifically special-looking features on the top of the landscape anyway. Now that we've gotten that meteorite thing out of the way, which, I'm glad to have that done with for now. Hopefully no more meteorite to deal with for a little while. Although, getting that last couple of chunks would be useful. So, let's do this sawmill deal. So the thing that I was missing is I need some lead bars, right? That's one of the couple of components. So let's grab a few of those. I don't remember how many, so we'll just put a bunch in my inventory. I also need a chain, so I'm going to go ahead and make one of those. Iron bar or lead bar. Okay, well, I guess we'll get 10 chains because, why not? Then, I think I should have it all already. Yeah, it's already there. So there we go. I needed 10 pieces of wood, 2 iron bars, and 1 chain. So there we go. Sawmill built. Now, where am I going to put the sawmill? I guess I could put it in this, empty spot up above here. This will be my other crafting zone, I suppose. Let's put this there, switch out of that, and we'll just drop that. Is that middle-ish? I think it's about as middle as it's going to get for now. Yeah, okay. So let's go grab some spider webs, which I should have over here in my organic section. We will do the tidying right afterward, but for now I'm just throwing caution to the wind. And I should be able to make a whole bunch of silk now, I believe, right? Spiderwebs directly craft to silk? Please say they do. Oh, I need to make a loom. Okay, no problem. We can make a loom. Looms are fine. Let's put the loom down here. And hopefully there's something else I can put on this side, maybe a keg or something to counterbalance the strange direction that I've taken things. So, alright, let's build a whole bunch of silk. I'm sure there's some other uses for that, because I have all this spiderweb. And then what is remaining for a bed? Oh, what is that? Chinese lantern. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think it's just silk and wood, right? Something like that. Did I use up all the wood? I guess I did, actually. Let's grab a little bit more. I wonder if it's that easy to build a bed in real life. Jeez. Wood is right here. I'll just grab 20. Please be in my inventory. Bed. Where are you? Bed. Bath and Beyond. I don't see it. Why is it not there? Okay, apparently I don't have the formula still. Oh, maybe I have to build it from the loom or up here in the sawmill or something. Let's see if it appears now. There it is. Trusty old bed. Alright, excellent news. We've finally gotten a bed. Now we can actually have a spawn point. That is not dumb. So let's put that down, I don't know, right here. That fit. Oh, it's too long! Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. Alright, well, this is going to be a little awkward. I'm going to have to go ahead and, reorganize this stuff after this episode, so if you guys don't mind, if you would pardon me for the one episode, I'm going to leave this being kind of a mess for now, and I'll go ahead and clean that up later. Same with the stuff up above. Now that I have a few more things that I can add to my inventory and, you know, new formulas of things, I'm going to go ahead and balance that out later on. And I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I can add to make things all make sense again, symmetry-wise. I know that's kind of a thing. It's a thing for me, too. I mean, honestly, it bugs me, like, to no end. I've got a chain now. I'm not sure what these count as. I guess these are, like, craftable materials, so I should put these probably, like, in here. Chain and silk, I guess, is fine. And then we've just got some lead bars that I can toss back up into my golden chest. I'll probably have to move the golden chest somewhere else, but I liked how convenient it was having this stuff. See, I just needed 2 more meteorite bars, and I could have had the ham axe. It's going ham! Alright, so now that it's the middle of the night, I guess what better time than to set forth into the world. Oh, and also I've made the doors made out of iron, I think, or lead. Hopefully that keeps stuff from entering when there is invasions of sorts, or like the blood moon when the zombies get all angry and stuff. That was my goal anyway in doing that. I'm not sure if it's going to be successful, but that was the point. Yeah, so that should be good. Hopefully we'll keep some stuff out of the house. That's, yeah, we'll see. I kind of doubt it, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just a fallacy or something. Alright, so we're going to speed along on the landscape here, doing my best not to fall off the world, which I will probably do at some point. It's nice that I can jump extra high. And oh, and I'd forgotten on the last episode, I had gotten that extra little item. I went ahead and equipped that. Equipped. The spike aglet, that is now on me. I've got more increased movement speed and plus 2% damage, which is not too bad. So, you know, I figured I might as well. And I still don't know the answer on the blowpipe thing, the breathing tube, but that's just because I haven't uploaded the episode I recorded on the last one yet. So, yeah, once that happens, I'll probably know. And then future past me will know the answer then. What just happened? It just switched me to the torch for some reason. I guess I might have hit shift by accident. No problem. So if I could just go ahead and grab some more stars, I'd like to go ahead and make my... yeah, MP a little bit bigger. I have added the stars collection to my ammo slot, so that way I remember to keep adding on to the top of those when I finish out. Could it be any more obscured vision right now? I mean, we've got rain, we've got dark, I'm on fire, which kind of makes things a little complicated, but it kind of makes it easier probably to see where I'm at. Although I'm going to bet it's going to make the video look a little bit more dithered, because, you know, having all this pixelated motion happening at the same time between my feet and my head... I don't know, it's the thing. I remember I used to have this lava armor back in the day in 1.1. I think it was lava armor, or some kind of like nearly endgame armor that was, well, before they added the wall of flesh. So maybe it was just 1.0 armor. That there was, it had some sort of inherent, like, incandescence to it. It would actually light up the world around you. This one does not have that attribute, although I wish it did. So I think it's a pretty neat thing to have. I appreciate that my spell shooter actually does create a situation that allows me to see a little better. That's a thing that I think everybody's going to be happy about. I thought I just got a 5th falling star there. Evidently that was 4th. But it's alright. I'm still going to hold down shift regardless as much as I can. I think I made a tunnel out of the other end of this. Really hoping I can discover some cool structure in this world. There haven't been a whole lot of them, to be honest. I mean, there's been a couple of cool things, but it hasn't been... the most exceptional seed for a world that I've ever seen. Alright, now we're entering Corruption World. It's a place that I wasn't sure I really wanted to be, but, you know, necessary evil to get to the right. Oh, wow, we've got corruption cactuses? Or cacti? I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Might as well grab one of those, right? It's kind of a cool thing to have cactus. Oh, it's just a regular cactus, just purple? Kind of want to see if it's purple in my inventory. No, it's still green, so I guess that's just a sort of a quirk of having your... oh, geez. Okay, I grabbed a wall there. Let's get some light on the situation, because that was kind of bad. Jeez. Yeah, I guess it's just sort of comes with the territory. If you grow your cactus in the corruption, it will be purple. And you can go ahead and take that out of context any way you like. Everybody will be totally fine with it. Okay, annoying enemies, please leave me alone. Hopefully I'll get the ability to just, like, straight up fly soon, as if we were playing Saints Row. Or something like that. Saints Row 4, right? I don't think 3 had flying in it. Alright, there's a 5th fallen star, so we can go ahead and craft another mana crystal, which I will use... right. Not throw. Throw. Don't want to throw. Ugh, jeez. Where did it go? Oh, it landed on this ledge. Okay, got it. Also, what is this silly plant right here? I kind of want this. Oh, I guess it's just a weed. Okay, well, let's put this in our inventory, switch back out, add one more slot. Beautiful. Or one more star, anyway. Alright, so even if I'm not holding shift now, at least you should be able to see where my character is, which is nice. There we go. Get rid of those guys, keep moving on. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Well, whatever. I mean, light's light, right? Light bright? Light? You guys have a light bright when you're a little kid? I always wanted one of those. It's a pretty cool idea, right? Except the fact that, like, you could only punch the holes through that paper one time. It kind of makes it a little less useful. Although, maybe, did they make one that was, like, LED activated? Or, like, you punch through... It wasn't the paper anymore. You actually just, like, push it through, like, a plastic peg hole. And then on the other side, it actually lights up. Just by virtue of working like a switch instead of like you're just exposing active light. I don't know why I've gone off on this light bright tangent. It's a little ridiculous, but... Kid memories, right? Am I right? Were you guys kids one time? Probably not, right? Hey, I think I found the jungle. That's cool. Alright, what's that plan? I definitely want to go explore around here a little bit. Seems to be giving off its own light. I like when that happens. Everything that gives off light is cool in my book. I enjoy... all the creatures that do that with their, you know, bioluminescence. It's a very handy and cool thing to find in nature. It's pretty wild that such things actually are real. You know, you would think that would be an attribute of entirely, like, alien landscapes, but no, we've got those right here on good old Earth. I guess that's just a stupid, lame bush anyway. Alright, so this is where we want to be if we want to go and dig down into the world to find some, hopefully, pretty cool stuff. And it looks like we've actually gotten most of the way already to the edge of the world. Really got to remember that when I turn the map on, it doesn't make the world stop moving. That is going to definitely come back to bite me in the butt at one point. I still wish I could pick up that parasol. Maybe one day I can. I'll just use those for light. How's that sound? Oh, the jungle is quite elaborate and large here. You can tell because of the, like, dirt texture is different. It's more like mud here, or I think it may actually just be mud. Not even gonna be mud. Lesser healing potion. Not interested. Okay, well, all kinds of things hitting me. I can't really tell because there's so much crap all over the screen. There's bats everywhere. And clear jellies. Alright, got them. Moving on. Thankfully, it looks like the sun is coming up. Get rid of the bat. Jungle bat. Oh, it's so strange. The way they fly, they just, like, smack into all the walls. Oh, it's one of those pincher guys. I haven't seen one of you in ages. So aggressive. What do they have to be so angry about? They're basically straight out of Super Metroid, right? I mean, those things were those things that existed in that, like, the middle zone by Brinstar, like, when you're on your way down to, like, Meridia or Norfair. They're pretty much like those. Just, like, pull you down and just nom on you for a minute. I always thought that red area in Metroid was so mysterious. It was like its own little biome, but it was really just Brinstar, right? Pretty sure it was, just like lower Brinstar. Although they didn't actually classify it that way. So we got a shine potion, emits an aura of light. That seems neat. Silver coins, wooden arrows, tin bar, throwing knife, whatever. Loot all. Grab the stuff, and grab the chest. And let's keep going. This is a huge jungle. As you can tell, I mean, it's just, it continues to be here. I mean, it's a jungle biome, I assume. It doesn't, maybe it doesn't necessarily preclude that there is a jungle underneath the ground. But I thought that that's how that worked. Oh, we found some more corruption. You know, I almost made the space gun, by the way. A lot of people were asking about that at one point, and I realized the space gun actually not quite as good as the thing I have already. This wand really does get the job done. What's going on down here in the world down under? Anything? Let's get a good view. Okay, there's a couple little whatchamacallits down here. I don't really know what those are. They're dead now. Mud blocks. Better than mud bloods, I guess. Nothing really worth getting. I guess I just wanted to explore for a second there. And to the corruption we go again. Do these spiky things come back every time? I wonder. I mean, I haven't been out here yet, so I know they're not coming back now. I'm just saying, like, when I get rid of them, are they going to stay gone, or are they just going to start growing again like moss? So I'd rather just, like, not deal with them ever again if possible. Or just, like, crash straight through them, I guess. That works as well. Nope. Don't want to hang out in here, really. Oh, I almost magnetized that silver coin, but not quite fast enough. Alright, looks like the corruption might be ending over there. Oh, is that a pyramid I see? It is. Alright, neat. So we've actually found some kind of a cool biome worth exploring a little bit here today. Before, though, we get to that, let's just finish off the map, because we're pretty much there. We'll just grab that on the way back. There may even be nothing worth seeing down there. I just, you know, want to look in there anyway. I'm not sure that the pyramid necessarily has cool stuff in it, because I've found one other time, and that was during a stream that I didn't really mean to go and look at stuff ahead. It just sort of happened that way. I was trying to protect the integrity of my first impressions of 1.2, but in that case, I figured we'll make a little exception. So I found another tree that goes down into the ground. Looks like there's some water in there, though. Not sure how much exploration I'm going to be able to do like this. Alright, well, probably not a good idea to go down there, because I'm going to just end up killing myself, and then I'm not going to be able to get back. It's going to take me way too long, and you're going to be upset. I'd be upset, honestly, not even you. I'd be upset at myself for letting that happen. Okay, almost there. Alright, let's just pick out this stupid notch here, because it's... Yeah, there we go. Getting on my nerves. Okay, a little bit more... Okay, see, the background has changed, so that means ocean is this. Anything around? Okay, I'm going to make sure I turn around when we get a little bit further here. Like, there's a chest. What did I get? Nothing, really. Alright, loot all. And let's just leave. I really do want to live this time. Oh, I'm so slow. Going down went so much faster, and I can't see now because I don't have a glow stick. Here we go. Get out of there. I'm going to make it. I'm just going to take a bunch of damage on the way out. There we go. Whew. Alright, so, found the ocean on both sides. I didn't quite make it to the very edge of the world, but I think you get the point. When we get a swimming item, that will be, you know, the next priority, I suppose. So let's spend a little bit more time looking through that pyramid, and then we'll probably be good to go. For next episode, which is going to be even more exploration, but hopefully not so much lateral exploration, more vertically driven. Which is, I think, the thing where, you know, that's where Terraria really shines anyway. So where is my next goal, though? I mean, yeah, I do want to look for some more accessories and stuff, but as far as my armor goes, I think I'm doing okay. My HP is looking fine, my MP is looking alright. I mean, it could be a little better, but I don't really have any complaints about it right now. It gets the job done. So our choices are, we can either spend a few episodes looking around, sort of poking our way down into things, getting a little ways further into the ground, which is, I think, probably pretty likely what is going to happen. Or we can go ahead and, well, do that first, and then do a little bit of looking for the Crimson in another world. Okay, here we go. We found a gold chest. Maybe there's something nice in here. Let's get a little bit of light on the situation, and we'll just open up all these pots in one move. There we go. And what do we have in our chest? We've got a jagged flying carpet, allows the owner to float for a few seconds. That's interesting. Also gives me plus 1% to damage. I'm going to try this out. This seems like a nice thing to have. Let's swap it out for increased maximum mana by 20. I think probably the least useful item here. Although that's pretty close as well, the Lucky Shackle. But, you know, I'll deal just fine with a little bit less mana. And, oh yeah, what else was in this chest as well? Grenades. Nah, nothing really that great. I mean, Iron Skin Potion's cool. And getting another golden chest is also pretty neat. And also these pyramid blocks are a thing that I didn't really have before, so I should probably mine out a few of the background as well and see if I could add those to my collection. Okay, down, down we go. The pyramid makes it so easy to climb. You know, it's already pre-done. Hopefully there's some kind of cool crypt or something down when we get to the bottom. Get to the temple. Alright, I don't think there is, though. It looks like it just terminates in basically nothing. I need my glow sticks again. Let's put the glow sticks here. Kind of want the rope as well. And we'll just pick our way up through here and get a little bit of an air pocket. And I do see some demonite ore, which I guess I should go ahead and make my way toward. I mean, this is like a fast track down to underground, right? This is probably going to put out my torch if I do this wrong. There we go. And I got to make sure I make enough air pockets here, because this is a little bit of a risky proposition going into somewhere like that. Alright, let's dig through here. I think there's a worm coming at me now. That's alright, I'll live. Thankfully, this mining pick is quite nice, and it actually is able to cut through all these materials almost instantaneously, so I don't have too many worries in that regard. So, I mean, aside from maybe the demonite ore, which is probably going to take a little bit longer. Let's throw a little bit more torch on things, and a little bit more digging. We'll just make our way sort of haphazardly around and away from the water, so that way we don't end up flooding ourselves down into a bigger problem. Looks like we're on the border of the jungle, too, possibly. Those look like jungly backgrounds to me, anyway. Alright, let's head down a little bit. Also, the water seems to be a bit more green here. Is that just my eyes playing tricks on me, or is that actually a thing? I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible. So the demonite ore, is that actually surrounded by the usual corruption material? I don't think it is in this case. I think it's just mud. So I think we just found like a little random chunk. I like that demonite ore is blue as well, and the text color, I mean, like, sort of makes you feel like you found a special drop, which I think it kind of is. Alright, so I guess this is as good a place as any to do a little bit more exploration as we wrap up the rest of this episode, so we've got a few more moments here. Let's see where we are depth-wise. We're actually, you know, we're not too far away from the depth that we've reached at our maximum. But it's nice that we've got the whole, you know, structures all settled, and we can see what's here, what's on offer. You know, I'm a little curious about the winter zone over here. I kind of want to go check out that a little later. And there was another few tunnels into the corruption, of course. I think most people just explore all of those over time. There's plenty of time for me to do that, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, how many times do I really want to fight, you know, Eater of Worlds or the boss, whatever. Devourer, I don't remember what the name is. One of them's the enemy, one of them's the boss, that's what I'm trying to say. So if I make my way in this direction, I'm most likely going to head to a jungle biome, right? Is that where we were at for things? It's like over here, though. So it's a little ways away, but I'm not sure if maybe it stretches under the corruption, if it can even do that or what. I'm not sure what the tendencies are. Oh, I should mention also, between episodes, while I was sorting out my inventory on the last one... oh, geez, it's a random pit here I didn't expect. I should probably have known that was there. I happened to notice, and I don't know, again, if this was maybe just my eyes playing tricks on me, but it looked like there were some, like, shots of lava, like, embers that were just coming out of nowhere, like, spawning from the right side of the screen and streaking left. And it looked like as if maybe something was on fire, like, really, really on fire, far away, and the wind was catching embers from it and dragging it in the direction of my house. And it was pretty pronounced, so I don't think I'm just making it up. But one of them actually, like, the embers just stopped right under my house for a second, and then it, like, lit up the area, and then it just kept going. So I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it means there's an event, or I don't understand what it means, but maybe you guys know. So feel free to let me know if you know, because you're the experienced ones here. I'm still figuring this stuff out as we go. But that is part of the magic of Terraria, I think, is, I mean, not that I don't want you to tell me, but at the same time, like, also not having stuff like that spoiled at times can be really cool. I don't mind in this case, because it's really sort of an inconsequential thing as far as I know. But, you know, the fact that there are all these little events that can happen that are totally random. I mean, if you had just played Terraria for the first time, never talked to anyone, and then there was a goblin invasion, you'd be like, whoa, what's going on? Or, like, the Blood Moon, you would think, what happened to my game? Is it all broken? Am I ever going to get things to go back to normal? I mean, it could be like Cookie Clicker, right? You could end up in a position where, you know, you anger the elder grandma gods or something, and then all of a sudden your game is, like, permanently in death state or something. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's just sort of a weird thing. And I enjoy the fact that games can be so irreverent in a way that they can actually just sort of on a whim change the whole concept of the gameplay, at least to some small degree. I guess I'll just keep mining tin ore, because why not, right? Don't really need it. I actually have more tin ore than I know what to do with at this point. I've got a whole stack of 100, and I think I'm back to like 70 on a second stack. But I can't resist, man. I see ore, and I want it. I just want all the ore. Maybe I'm assembling a fleet of rowboats? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, it looks like we've got all these little pockets of stuff that are not really going anywhere, but I'm just going to continue left. Probably continue down and left as well, considering if I have any chance of finding anything particularly cool. It's probably going to be way below me at this point. I mean, there's always the chance that you just run into something particularly cool as well. Just that happened to randomly spawn, but I think the odds of getting cooler stuff increase, and I think I just found the Bhole. Yeah, that's what this is. Alright. We're at the Bhole. This is just like Spelunky. I don't know if this is a place I necessarily want to be. These hornets are usually... Yeah, get it? Where I want to be. These hornets are pretty angry most of the time. They really do quite a number on me, but I do have this lovely ability to shoot spells, and I think they don't like that very much, so maybe I can make the best of this. If not, what's going to happen, right? I just die a bunch of times. Would have done that anyway. So, I mean, I wasn't necessarily planning on hanging out in the jungle now, but... I don't know that I would turn it down either. Kind of need to clear out something out of my inventory. That thing is creeping me out. It's showing up down there, it's throwing its vines at me. I don't want vile mushrooms. Kind of don't really need rotten chunks. There's all kinds of things down here, though, that I will want. You just, like, throw off all these shuriken at stuff and grenades. Kind of don't really care about the grenades. I have, like, 30 of those at home already. I want to leave spider webs, so I'm going to undoubtedly collect a whole ton more of them. Oh, right, I have... Oh, a zombie arm. I didn't have that before. I do have my piggy bank, which I can put down and throw a bunch of stuff in there if I really want. I guess it's probably a good idea to actually do that. Do that in a moment, though. Well, next time my inventory fills up, that way I don't have to waste time. Because actually, we're pretty much at the end of the episode anyway. So I guess what I could do is I could just wrap things up for the moment, and then next time we could pick up in the jungle some more, and just totally reroute the course of action that I was planning on taking for the next few episodes. But, you know, that's kind of the fun in Terraria, right? We can just redirect things when we want, because you never know what kind of opportunities are going to come knocking, and, you know, why would you turn them down? You want opportunities. Opportunities are great. What is this crazy tree down here? I was hoping I was going to find one of those, like, underground mushroom worlds, because those are really fun, too. Really pretty, too. They remind me of, like, a blacklight poster or something. Okay, another wooden arrow. Don't really care about that. Kind of want to go get this tree and just see if there's, like, anything going on with this. I mean, it looks kind of fancy. Not that chopping down, like, old elder trees that you find underground is necessarily the nicest thing. Rich mahogany. Okay, I guess I can make fancy wooden desks out of this or something. Is that what you want? Do you want me to make some sort of an armoire out of rich mahogany for my home office? And I could put a nice printer in it and then smash it to death with my fist because I hate printers so much. Just kidding. I actually have done that once, though. You ever get in a fight with a printer? It's a hard fight to turn down when you get in the right mood. You got this paper you got to print out for class the next day, and it does not want to cooperate. You've already done all the work. You know, you're beyond the part where you can really turn back. And all you really have left is just to fight the printer in whatever way you can. And sometimes things get ugly. I mean, it could be the ink doesn't want to work anymore. Maybe it's decided the ink cartridges are empty, even though they're quite clearly not empty at all, and you can see that there's plenty of ink left in them. That's happened to me plenty of times. Maybe the thing is printing, but it's printing wrong, and it's putting, like, weird crap all over your pages, or it's just, like, dragging ink on things. As someone who went to school for graphic design, yeah, I've been there. Printers, not my friend. I mean, I even know a thing or two about how they work and everything. It's just like, god damn it, they're made so badly most of the time. And even if you buy a really expensive printer, like, they won't stop there. The manufacturer always has to, like, nickel and dime you to death with the printer cartridges and make sure that they're as expensive as possible. You know, the commercial ones, also ridiculous, although they tend to break quite a bit less, but still, they require a lot of maintenance. So it happens to strike me as kind of strange that, like, this year being 2013, that the concept of taking a document from a digitized form and bringing it to, you know, tangible reality through the use of this, well, a fairly complex process, don't get me wrong. Printing out a document is not exactly the most easy thing, you know, logistically. So I hear you on that, but we've also had a few years to kind of work on how that all goes by now. And I feel like we really shouldn't be at that point anymore. So, you know, that I guess the question I'm asking is, like, does anyone out there have any good experience with printers that you want to talk about? Because I'd love to hear them. Sometimes people get disenfranchised, right? Like, I feel that way at times. You have a particularly bad run of luck with some certain concept in life, and you just want to hear somebody talk about how great that thing can be for a while, and it maybe open up the possibility that there are still things that can happen in that field or in that industry, in that concept, in that ideology, whatever that happens to be, that you can still maybe look forward to experiencing in your life. Because it's not always all bad. I mean, nothing can always be all bad. Well, I mean, a few things can be, but nothing to do with, like, consumer electronics can be all bad. I mean, maybe Time Warner Cable. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, Time Warner Cable, you suck a lot. Anybody that heard me ranting about that on stream the other day knows what I'm talking about. Alright, so I think I've cleared out most of the ore up here. It looks like this place is going to go on quite a ways further in. So I will wrap up our episode for today. Thank you everybody for hanging out. As always, we'll resume in the jungle for next time, and I'll go ahead and clear out some of my inventory into my piggy bank. And I'm really hoping I can find, like, something good. Like a magic mirror would be great. But at least if I die, I can respawn in bed like a normal human being, right? That's how life works. Anyway, before I belabor this goodbye a little bit more, thanks for being here. Please keep leaving your support and tips and stuff, and if you'd like to see the series go in a particular direction, feel free to recommend that as well. I am always curious to hear what your suggestions are, and if you think that the jungle is a death trap, well, go ahead and say so, but I probably, unfortunately, won't see the comment for another couple of episodes, because I'm actually trying to record a bunch of these in bulk, so I can then spend the next few days trying to render them over and 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 over again. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.